Shabbat Shalom. Happy Thanksgiving. Have you given thanks this week? Express some gratitude for anything in your life. Now, these are hard times. When we experience adversity, we think mostly of ourselves. It's challenging for us to give thanks for the blessings in our lives when we are enduring hardship or misfortune. And in general, it often seems that the human creature is not designed to be grateful. We appear perpetually unsatisfied. There's something in our nature that prevents us from being content with what we have. The sages teach, Ezehu Ashir, who is wealthy? Hasameach bechelko, the one who is content with what they have. The rabbis emphasize that this teaching was important because they knew what human beings are made of. They knew that we are constantly searching for, yearning for more. We hardly ever seem content or content with what we have. As Ecclesiastes writes, the eye never has its fill of seeing. We're never content. The Torah portion of the week's Vayetze describes the aftermath of Jacob's fraud on his brother Esau and their father. You remember that passage? Pretending to be Esau, Jacob convinced the old and blind Isaac to give him, not Esau, the blessing of the firstborn. Jacob flees Esau's rage with only the clothes on his back. Unbeknownst to him at the time, he would not return for 20 years. On his way, in this week's Parsha, he lay down and dreamt of a ladder extending to the heavens with the angels of God ascending and descending. And in the dream, God promised Jacob everything that most of us would want out of life: security, prosperity, posterity, and abundant blessings. Jacob awakens and is so grateful to God that he too makes a vow, proclaiming, Im yeh Elohim imadi, v'haya Adonai li le'Elohim. If God will be with me, guard me, give me bread to eat and clothes to wear, and if I return safely to my father's house, then Adonai will be my God. This is one of the great verses in the Bible. Jacob's vow is so human. The Bible makes no effort to obscure Jacob's obvious flaws. Our sages point out that everything about Jacob's vow is conditional. If God will be with me, and if God will offer me protection, and if God will provide me food, and if I return safely, then Adonai will be God to me. Only if I get what I want will I grant loyalty to God. We're all this way, like Jacob. Our faith is mostly conditional and transactional. Our relationships are mostly conditional and transactional. Our satisfaction is mostly conditional and transactional. Our gratitude is mostly conditional and transactional. We may be grateful for good health today, but tomorrow, if we fall ill, we will tend to curse life itself for singling us out for misfortune. We may even conclude that the God in whom we do not believe has it out for us. If I am protected, Adonai will be my God, but if I fall sick, no chance. Take some time this Thanksgiving weekend just to be thankful. Consider the misery in this country, the food lines, tens of miles long, the hundreds of thousands of families that have lost loved ones, the millions who have become sick, the tens of millions who are struggling financially, including those who have been or will soon be evicted from their homes. And make an effort, a conscious effort, to be grateful. Focus on the blessings of life that you have been granted. Focus on them, if only for a weekend, if only for a day, if only for part of a day. Gratitude is a religious sentiment. The will to thank is rooted in the will to believe. The sages emphasize for every breath a person takes, he should give thanks. Because the opposite of taking a breath is not taking a breath, and usually the outcome of that is not good. Thank you for cooking the turkey just the way I like it is courtesy. Thank you for food is religion. A deep, organic sense of gratitude that springs out of the fact of human existence. But it is beyond our capacity to give it full expression. Give thanks to the people in your life who make your life possible. What you have is a result, in large part, of what you have received. Acknowledging the role that others play in our many accomplishments does not minimize our own contributions to our success. As Ralph Waldo Emerson wrote, he, by the way, who was no slouch when it came to the virtue of self-reliance. In fact, he wrote a famous essay precisely called Self-Reliance. Emerson nonetheless reminded us, a great man does not wake up some fine morning and say, I am full of life, I will square the circle. The world has brought him this far. The human race has gone out before him, sunk the hills, hollowed the bridges, and bridged the rivers. Men, women, nations, poets, artisans have all worked for him. Be grateful for not only what you have received, but also from what you've been spared. I could have gotten sick this year. Others did. I could have died this year. Others did. I could have lost a loved one this year. Others did. I could have lost a job this year. Others did. I could have fallen into despair this year. Others did. I could have suffered all kinds of misfortunes. Others did. For the ability to praise, I am thankful. In the deserts of the heart, let the healing fountain start. In the prison of his days, teach the free man how to praise.